dismiss them, and then we'll have questions for the coach. So, Coach, you want to start with the statement?
You know, we're a really young team, and when we initially started the game, I think we had a few jitters, and our first quarter wasn't as great, but we were able to mix some things up defensively and able to go on a run. At the end of the day, we understand that, you know, when you're in the national tournament, all games are going to be close and big. But, you know, there's some things that we've got to fix, but I'm extremely proud of my team today.
Questions of the student athletes?
Haley, did you notice anything different defensively that you've seen from other teams throughout the year, just based on playing a team you've not seen?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a shock to them how well we can shoot from the line, you know what I'm saying? So we got a couple of open looks there, and we usually, the teams in our conference, they cut off our what we call a zipper pass, and so we got that a lot today, and so our offense had a little bit more flow, as we would think.
We were warned before that you take some really deep three-pointers. Do you realize where you're at on the floor when you take those sometimes?
Absolutely not. And as a coach, sometimes I don't even look over the bench when I take some of them because I know she's got the look. But if it goes in, then it's fine. But
Tyra, can you kind of talk about the season a little bit? Obviously, disappointment to end here, but what a great season.
Yeah, it's been an amazing season. One that we didn't even think we might have had. We started off great. We didn't end as great as we wanted to, like you said. It's disappointing, but we got a lot of people coming back. So, and this season's been amazing. We learned a lot of things and we grew as a team. So, I think that's good.
Anything that surprised you in the matchup between the conferences, just in playing somebody different?
They were pretty tall, but we knew that from the beginning. But no, not really. Coach just told us to play how we've been playing all year, and that's what we did.
Anything else, student athletes? We can real quick go with Coach, ask a couple questions.
Thoughts about towards the end of the game and both teams fighting, because it seems like every time one team would get ready to run away in this thing, the other team had a response both ways in this thing.
And that's kind of what I expected, and I told them, you know, it's going to be a close game. You're not just going to be able to come out here and run away with it. You know, we got behind a few times. We got behind in that first quarter. We got behind in the third a little bit, and I thought my team was able to make some runs. And, you know, I don't call a lot of timeouts, and obviously everyone realizes that. But at the end of the day, they know that, and I feel like that gives them confidence to know that they're okay. To be able to play through some of those growing pains and be able to go on runs. And one thing that we like to do is play fast and hopefully make the other team tired. And especially with the extra long media timeouts today, try to reserve the timeout so that we could get our legs going and be able to go on some runs.
I know the game is just over, but do you feel like your team played the way you hoped they would play?
Definitely, in a sense, but I think we were a little tight in the first quarter. I think if we could have relaxed in the first quarter, we had some little dink shots and some open looks from the three-point line. But once we got going, I thought my team did a great job of executing. Listening, I thought our defensive game plan was really good as far as being able to get some stops when we needed them to be able to close the gap or to go on runs to pull back into the lead. So I'm extremely proud of my team. You know, at the end of the day, they've never been here, and we're still really young. I start a bunch of young players, and I bring in a bunch of young players. So the future is bright, and hopefully they gained a taste to help us in the future.
Kind of led me to my next question. Where does this program go from here because of the youthfulness of this team?
Well, hopefully they are extremely hungry at this point. You know, obviously, you know, I tell them, you know, the journey is the best part, and it doesn't feel good whenever things end. But like I told them in the locker room, all good things come to an end. That's just part of sports. But we have an off season and a preseason for this team to grow and hopefully get better, and hopefully they're even more hungry for a chance to do something even greater.
Anything else? All right, thank you guys.